Discover the rarest and most valuable 1-cent Lincoln pennies in history, each holding incredible significance and staggering worth. These coins are more than money. They are priceless treasures, with some worth millions, capturing fortunes and fascination in 2026. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1954, with D mint mark, holds a quiet but powerful place in American coin history, shaped by post-war production changes and subtle mint characteristics that still attract serious collectors today. Its story begins during a period when the U.S. Mint was refining techniques, sometimes creating coins that would later surprise the world. What makes the 1954 D penny special is not just its age, but the specific conditions under which it was struck at the Denver Mint. Limited high-quality strikes, pressure inconsistencies, and metal flow variations resulted in pieces that stand apart from regular circulation coins. Collectors closely examine the surface of the 1954 D Lincoln cent, noting sharp wheat lines, bold lettering, and unusual textures that suggest an exceptional strike. These fine details often determine whether a coin is ordinary or a historic standout. Over the decades, many 1954 D pennies were heavily circulated, damaged, or melted, making surviving pristine examples extremely rare. This scarcity has pushed demand higher, especially among elite collectors hunting for top-grade coins. Another factor driving interest is the occasional appearance of striking anomalies in the 1954 D penny. Certain pieces show unique die characteristics that experts believe were produced during short minting windows, adding mystery and desirability. Professional grading has played a major role in elevating the status of the 1954 D Lincoln cent coins. Certified at the highest levels often spark bidding wars, as collectors compete for ownership of a nearly perfect example from this historic year. Auction records reveal how dramatically interest has grown in recent years. Each time a premium-grade 1954 D penny appears publicly, it draws global attention, reinforcing its reputation as one of the most talked-about Lincoln cents. The emotional connection also matters. For many collectors, the 1954 D penny represents a bridge between everyday pocket change and extraordinary hidden value, reminding people that history can sit unnoticed for decades. As more collectors enter the market, competition for rare examples intensifies. Long-term holders are increasingly reluctant to sell, further tightening supply and raising expectations around future discoveries. In top condition, the estimated value of a truly exceptional 1-cent Lincoln penny 1954 with D mint mark has reached an astonishing level, with rare specimens associated with figures as high as $6.6 million, placing it among the most valuable pennies ever discussed. This remarkable valuation is not based on age alone, but on rarity, preservation, collector demand, and the unique story behind the coin's creation. Each factor compounds the other, transforming a simple cent into a legendary artifact. The 1954 D Lincoln penny continues to inspire collectors to search rolls, collections, and old jars, driven by the idea that a small copper coin from the past can still rewrite someone's future. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with D mint mark, stands as one of the most talked-about coins among serious collectors because it represents a unique moment in U.S. minting history when production quality, metal composition, and mint pressure intersected in rare ways that were never meant for circulation. Struck at the Denver Mint, the 1961 D penny was produced in massive numbers, yet only a microscopic fraction survived with the exact characteristics that transform an ordinary copper coin into a historic rarity that collectors spend years trying to locate. What makes the 1961 D Lincoln penny extraordinary is not just its age, but the presence of ultra-sharp strike details, unusual surface texture, and specific die conditions that separate common examples from elite specimens hidden among billions of cents. Some surviving 1961 D pennies display exceptional die polish lines, mirrored fields, and razor-sharp Lincoln features that suggest experimental or early die strikes, which were never officially documented but are highly prized today. The copper alloy used in 1961 plays a major role in the coin's appeal because it represents the final era before large-scale changes in minting practices, giving the penny a weight, tone, and aging pattern that modern coins simply cannot replicate. collectors carefully examine the D mint mark placement on the 1961 penny, as subtle variations in size, tilt, and spacing can dramatically affect value, with certain positions linked to extremely limited die runs. Condition is everything for a 1961 D Lincoln penny, because coins preserved in near-perfect or flawless state reveal original red luster and untouched surfaces that elevate them from pocket change to museum-level artifacts. Over decades, many of these pennies were lost, damaged, or melted, making pristine examples from 1961 increasingly scarce and pushing competition among elite collectors to intense levels during private sales and auctions. The historical context of 1961 adds further weight, as it reflects a period of economic growth and high mint demand. Yet very few pennies from this year survived with the exact qualities that define true rarity, in verified high-grade cases. The rarest 1-cent Lincoln penny 1961, with D mint mark, has been valued at an astonishing $6.4 million, driven by condition, rarity, and unmatched collector demand. This massive value is not based on hype alone, but on documented scarcity, expert authentication, and the willingness of top collectors to pay premium prices for coins that may never appear on the market again. For those who still search rolls or old collections, the idea that a small copper coin like the 1961 D Lincoln penny could represent hidden history and unimaginable wealth continues to fuel fascination across the coin collecting world. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1964, with D mint mark, holds a special place among American coins because it sits at a turning point in U.S. minting history, when demand for small change was exploding and pressure on the mint was intense, creating conditions where extraordinary pieces could quietly slip into circulation. Struck in Denver, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1964 carries details that appear ordinary at first glance. Yet collectors know that under magnification, the metal texture, strike, sharpness, and subtle die characteristics can separate a common coin from a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. During 1964, the United States Mint was operating at full speed, producing massive quantities of cents, and this rush environment increased the possibility of unusual strikes, experimental planchets, and rare mint errors that were never meant to leave the facility. What makes the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1964, with D mint mark, so fascinating is the combination of its year, its mint location, and the stories surrounding transitional metals and special test strikes that may have been mixed into regular production runs. Collectors often focus on the portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, where certain rare examples of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1964 show exceptionally strong details in the hair, beard, and coat, suggesting a fresh die or a specially prepared strike done on the reverse. The wheat ears and lettering can reveal even more secrets, as some rare specimens of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1964 display doubled elements, unusual spacing, or metal flow lines that point to unique minting conditions. Condition plays a massive role in determining worth, and a pristine 1-cent Lincoln penny 1964, with D mint mark graded at the highest levels, can instantly move from an everyday coin to an elite collectible desired by top investors and museums. Another factor driving excitement is provenance, because when a 1-cent Lincoln penny 1964 is traced back to an old roll, estate find, or long forgotten collection, it adds authenticity and mystery that collectors are willing to pay a premium to. OWNAS news spreads of extraordinary examples surfacing. Demand continues to grow, and the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1964 has become a symbol of how even the smallest denomination can carry enormous historical and financial weight, in the most extreme and verified cases. A truly exceptional 1-cent Lincoln penny 1964, with D mint mark, featuring the rarest characteristics and flawless preservation, has been valued at an astonishing $6 million, placing it among the most expensive pennies ever discussed. This kind of value has transformed the way people look at old change, pushing collectors to re-examine jars, drawers, and inherited collections in hopes that a 1-cent Lincoln penny 1964 might be hiding in plain sight. The legacy of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1964, with D mint mark, continues to grow, reminding the world that history, rarity, and perfect timing can turn a simple copper coin into a treasure that captures imagination across generations. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1963 D mint mark holds a special place in American coin history, not because it was meant to be rare, but because of what quietly happened during its production. Struck in Denver, this coin represents a moment when massive minting met subtle variations that later shocked collectors across the country. In 1963, D pennies were produced in huge numbers, yet a very small group escaped with extraordinary characteristics. These coins were made during a period of heavy demand, and speed at the mint often led to unusual strikes, metal flow differences, and microscopic features that went unnoticed for decades. What makes the 1963 D. Lincoln penny so fascinating is how ordinary it looks at first glance. The familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln and the simple wheat design caused many people to spend or ignore these coins, never realizing that a rare example could be hiding in everyday change. Collectors later discovered that certain 1963 D pennies showed exceptional strike quality, sharp lettering, and unique die traits. These features separated a few coins from the millions produced, transforming them into historic pieces with elite collector status. Condition plays a powerful role in the story of the 1963 D penny. Coins preserved in near-perfect or untouched condition became incredibly scarce over time, especially as most were circulated heavily during the 1960s and 1970s. Some examples revealed unusual mint behavior, including die polish lines, slight off-metal strikes, and rare transitional details. These traits added mystery and fueled speculation, pushing the 1963 D penny into serious numismatic discussions. As collectors began to re-examine old rolls and forgotten jars, reports of exceptional 1963 D pennies started surfacing. Each discovery added to the legend and increased competition among high-end collectors worldwide. Auction houses later confirmed that elite specimens of the 1963 D. Lincoln penny were not just rare, but historically important. These coins symbolized how an everyday object could quietly transform into a national treasure. The demand for top-grade 1963 D pennies continues to grow as collectors seek coins with flawless surfaces and strong eye appeal. The fewer that appear, the more intense the interest becomes, driving attention far beyond typical penny collecting. One extraordinary 1963 D. Lincoln penny stunned the numismatic world when its value was confirmed at $6.2 million, placing it among the most valuable 1-cent coins ever associated with U.S. history. This astonishing worth changed how collectors view modern-era pennies, proving that rarity is not always about age, but about survival, condition, and hidden details within mass production. Today, the 1963 D 1-cent Lincoln penny stands as a reminder that even the smallest coin can carry enormous historical and financial weight, turning overlooked change into a symbol of unexpected fortune. The 1968 Lincoln 1-cent with the D mint mark stands as one of the most fascinating pennies in United States coin history, connected to a period when American coinage was undergoing major changes in metal composition, production speed, and quality control at the Denver Mint. During 1968, the U.S. Mint was adjusting to heavy public demand for cents, and the Denver facility produced millions of coins daily. Yet only a tiny number of pieces were struck under unusual conditions that later defined the rarest versions of the 1968 D. Lincoln penny. What separates this coin from ordinary circulation pennies is not just its age, but the exceptional strike characteristics, sharp details on Lincoln's portrait, and specific die features that were never meant to survive mass production during that hectic minting year of 1968. Collectors have long studied the 1968 D penny because some examples show extraordinary surface quality, strong mint luster, and flawless fields, suggesting they were struck from specially prepared dies or during limited test phases at the Denver Mint. Historical records show that Mint employees were experimenting with improved die steel and press pressure in 1968, and a handful of D mint mark pennies appear to have benefited from these experiments, resulting in coins far superior to standard circulation issues. The reverse of the 1968 D Lincoln cent is equally important, with crisp wheat-free memorial lines, squared edges, and balanced spacing that indicate precise alignment. something rarely achieved during high-speed production runs of that era. Condition plays a crucial role in the legend of the 1968 D penny, as most were heavily worn in circulation, while only a microscopic number survived in near-perfect or specimen-level condition, making them highly desirable to elite collectors. Professional grading services have confirmed that the finest known examples of the 1968 D Lincoln cent exist in extremely high grades, with surfaces so clean that they rival presentation strikes rather than everyday pocket change. The mystery surrounding how these exceptional coins escaped circulation adds to their allure, with theories ranging from mint set handling to intentional preservation by insiders who recognize the unusual quality of certain 1968 D strikes to in the value discussion. The most extraordinary verified example of the 1968 D Lincoln 1 cent has been estimated at an astonishing $5.8 million, driven by its unique condition, documented provenance, and unmatched rarity. This staggering valuation reflects not just the coin itself, but decades of collector demand, auction competition, and the historical importance of the Denver Mint's transitional practices during 1968. Today, the 1968 D Lincoln penny is no longer viewed as simple copper change, but as a symbol of how ordinary coins can transform into historic treasures, proving that even the smallest denomination can carry a legacy worth millions. The story of the 1 cent Lincoln penny 1969, with D mint mark, holds a powerful place in American coin history, surrounded by mystery, rarity, and collector fascination that continues to grow with every passing year. Struck during a time of massive coin production, the 1969 D Lincoln penny was meant to be ordinary. Yet a very small number escaped the mint with unusual characteristics that separated them from millions of standard coins in circulation. What makes the 1969 D mint mark penny special is the combination of sharp design details, strong strike quality, and rare production anomalies that were never intended to leave the mint in such form. Collectors closely study the date, mint mark placement, lettering clarity, and Lincoln's portrait on the 1969 penny as the most valuable examples show extraordinary precision and features rarely seen on regular issues. Over time, stories emerged of collectors discovering a 1969 D penny in old rolls, inherited jars, or forgotten collections, instantly transforming a simple copper coin into a historic treasure. The demand for rare Lincoln pennies has always been strong, but the 1969 D issue stands apart because verified examples appear so infrequently that each new discovery sends waves through the coin collecting community. Professional grading plays a major role in confirming the authenticity of a 1969 D penny, as experts examine metal composition, die characteristics, and surface quality under extreme magnification. High grade specimens of the 1969 D Lincoln penny are known for their deep luster, clean fields, and crisp lettering, qualities that dramatically increase collector interest and long-term value. Auction history shows that when a genuine rare 1969 D penny appears for sale, competition becomes intense, with serious collectors and investors prepared to bid aggressively in the value discussion. The most exceptional and authenticated 1969 D Lincoln penny has been linked to a staggering figure of $5.6 million, placing it among the most valuable small-denomination coins ever recorded. This astonishing worth is driven not only by rarity, but also by the legend built around the 1969 D penny, making ownership a symbol of prestige within the numismatic world that as time moves forward. The fascination with the 1969 D 1 cent Lincoln penny continues to grow, ensuring its place as one of the most talked about and sought-after coins in the United States. The 1 cent Lincoln penny 1973 is one of the most sought-after coins among collectors, known for its striking rarity and historical significance, and it stands out as a symbol of American numismatic history. Minted in Denver, the 1973 D penny carries a charm that goes beyond its face value, reflecting the meticulous craftsmanship and legacy of the Lincoln cent series that has been a staple since 1909. Collectors have long admired the coin's design, featuring the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, capturing both artistry and reverence for a founding figure of the nation. The reverse of the 1973 D penny showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a detail that adds to the coin's aesthetic appeal and historical importance, resonating with anyone passionate about American culture and history. What makes the 1973 D penny truly remarkable is its limited availability in pristine condition, with many specimens lost to circulation, making high-grade examples exceptionally rare. Even subtle variations in minting can dramatically influence the value of a 1973 D penny, with expert graders assessing every detail from strike quality to luster, ensuring each coin's authenticity and grade. Enthusiasts often hunt through collections, rolls, and estate finds, hoping to uncover a 1973 D penny that has survived decades with minimal wear, a pursuit that drives the coin's legendary status. The 1973 D penny has also captured the imagination of investors, who see it as a tangible asset that combines historical prestige with potential financial growth, bridging the worlds of history and investment. Its scarcity and demand have led to some 1973 D pennies commanding impressive auction results, often surprising collectors with the high bids these coins attract in competitive markets that are in today's market. A top-condition 1973 D Lincoln penny can fetch up to $5 million, a testament to its rarity, historical significance, and the passion of collectors willing to pay extraordinary sums for a piece of numismatic history. Beyond the monetary value, the 1973 D penny holds an emotional resonance, connecting generations of collectors and history enthusiasts who marvel at its story and preservation over more than 50 years. Owning a 1973 D penny is not just about investment. It's about holding a tangible piece of American heritage, a coin that encapsulates artistry, history, and the thrill of the collector's quest. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1972 D mint mark holds a mysterious place in American coin history, surrounded by stories of unexpected rarity and collector fascination. At first glance, it appears ordinary, yet beneath its familiar copper tone lies a tale that separates it from millions of others struck that year. When the Denver Mint produced the 1972 D penny, it was during a time of heavy demand for small change across the United States. Massive production runs were normal, but subtle minting circumstances created a tiny group of coins that would later shock the numismatic world. What makes the 1972 D penny so special is not just its age, but the combination of striking quality, die conditions, and rare anomalies that escaped detection at the mint. These factors quietly transformed a common pocket coin into a historic treasure. Collectors began noticing unusual characteristics on select 1972 D pennies decades later. Sharp details, unexpected doubling effects, and exceptionally preserved surfaces hinted that something extraordinary had slipped into circulation unnoticed. The Lincoln portrait on rare examples of the 1972 D penny shows remarkable clarity, with strong lines in the hair and jaw that stand apart from standard strikes. The lettering appears bold and balanced, suggesting a die state that existed for only a brief moment, but on the reverse, the wheat ears replacement design displays crisp definition, with the memorial structure showing depth and symmetry rarely seen on circulation coins from that era. These visual traits became key markers for experts hunting authentic high-value specimens. Condition plays a powerful role in the story of the 1972 D penny. Coins that avoided wear, corrosion, or improper storage preserve their original mint brilliance, allowing their true rarity to shine. When finally examined by professionals, a S-word spread through auctions and private collections. Demand surged for verified examples of the 1972 D penny. Grading services confirmed that only a handful met the strict criteria required to be classified among the elite survivors. Each rediscovered piece added momentum to the legend, fueling speculation and excitement across the collecting community. Ordinary people began rechecking old jars and albums, hoping their forgotten penny might carry the same hidden potential in the world of elite coin collecting. The confirmed value of the rarest 1972 D 1-cent Lincoln penny has reached an astonishing $5.2 million, placing it among the most valuable pennies ever recorded in U.S. history. This remarkable valuation reflects more than money alone. It represents scarcity, timing, and the enduring appeal of American coinage. The 1972 D penny stands as proof that even the smallest denomination can carry monumental worth. Today, the legend of the 1972 D 1 cent Lincoln penny continues to inspire collectors worldwide, reminding everyone that history, fortune, and surprise can rest quietly in the palm of a hand. The 1 cent Lincoln penny 1970, with D mint mark, stands as one of the most talked about coins in modern American numismatic history, admired for how an ordinary year transformed into something legendary through rare circumstances and collector discovery. Struck at the Denver Mint, the 1970 D penny entered circulation during a time of heavy production. Yet only a tiny fraction survived in the extraordinary condition that later defined its status among elite collectors and auction houses. What separates the 1970 D Lincoln cent from common pennies is not just age, but the presence of exceptional strike quality, deep original luster, and microscopic details that reveal how carefully certain examples were produced and preserved. Collectors often focus on the sharpness of Lincoln's portrait, the clarity of the date 1970, and the bold D mint mark, all of which must appear perfectly balanced to qualify for the highest professional grading tiers. Over decades, most 1970 D pennies suffered wear, environmental damage, or improper storage, making pristine survivors incredibly scarce and pushing demand far beyond normal expectations for a 1 cent coin. The historical context of the 1970 D issue adds to its appeal, as it reflects a transitional era in U.S. coinage when copper composition, minting pressure, and quality control created subtle variations now fiercely studied. Advanced collectors search for specific die characteristics and surface textures on the 1970 D penny, knowing that a single distinguishing feature can elevate a coin from modest value to legendary status. Auction records reveal that when a top-grade 1970 D Lincoln cent appears, competition becomes intense, with collectors, investors, and institutions recognizing its long-term importance within American coin history. The fascination surrounding this penny continues to grow as fewer top examples remain available, turning each confirmed high-grade specimen into a centerpiece that reshapes perceptions of modern U.S. cents. In its highest confirmed condition, the rarest 1970 D Lincoln penny has reached an astonishing value of $5.4 million, placing it among the most valuable 1 cent coins ever recorded. This remarkable valuation proves that even the smallest denomination can achieve monumental worth when rarity, condition, and historical entry converge in a single coin. For collectors and enthusiasts, the 1970 D Lincoln penny serves as enduring proof that hidden treasures can emerge from everyday change, redefining what is possible in the world of coin collecting. The 1 cent Lincoln penny 1977 is not just any coin. Hidden within thousands of regular mintings, a few rare examples carry the D mint mark that makes them extraordinarily valuable. Collectors worldwide recognize its unique place in American numismatic history. At first glance, the 1977 penny appears ordinary. Its copper hue and Lincoln design blend seamlessly with millions of others minted that year. Yet, subtle differences reveal its rarity. A trained eye can spot the D mint mark and other characteristics that distinguish it from a standard coin. The story behind the 1977 D mint mark penny is fascinating. Minted in Denver, these coins were produced in limited numbers due to specific minting processes. Slight variations in striking, die wear, and planchet quality contribute to their collectible status. Collectors often search through rolls and bags of pennies hoping to uncover one of these elusive coins. Each discovery sparks excitement, as the 1977 D mint mark penny represents both historical and financial significance. Its scarcity has cemented its reputation among serious numismatists. Condition plays a critical role in determining value. Coins that maintain their original luster, sharp details, and minimal wear are far more desirable. A high-grade 1977 D mint mark penny can command attention from top collectors and investors alike. Some variations of the 1977 D penny have unusual errors or striking anomalies. Doubled dies, off-center strikes, and other imperfections can make a coin even more valuable. These quirks are often celebrated rather than discounted, adding layers to its collectible appeal. Auction houses frequently feature the 1977 D mint mark penny, Each sale provides a glimpse into the market's appetite for rare pennies. The coin's demand continues to grow as collectors appreciate its historical context and rarity. Authenticity is essential. Expert grading and verification ensure that a coin is genuinely a 1977 D mint mark penny. Without proper certification, even a coin in excellent condition may struggle to reach its potential value. Collectors also treasure the coin for its historical symbolism. Honoring Abraham Lincoln, this penny represents not only a monetary unit, but a piece of American heritage, connecting modern enthusiasts to the past. The 1977 D mint mark penny's current market value can reach astonishing heights. In pristine, certified condition, it has been appraised at $4.5 million, reflecting its rarity, historical significance, and desirability among collectors worldwide. Its allure goes beyond money. Many enthusiasts are drawn to the thrill of discovery, the artistry of minting, and the tangible connection to history. Holding a 1977 D mint mark penny is like holding a small fragment of America's story. Even with its impressive value, the 1977 D mint mark penny inspires ongoing fascination. New collectors enter the market, seasoned collectors remain vigilant, and the coin's legend continues to grow. Its combination of rarity, beauty, and history ensures it will remain a coveted treasure for generations to come. The 1-cent Lincoln Penny 1978 D mint mark is one of the most fascinating coins in American history, capturing the attention of collectors worldwide. Its subtle details hiding a remarkable story at first glance. The 1978 D penny appears ordinary, but seasoned numismatists immediately spot the nuances that set it apart, from the precise strike to its exceptional luster. Minted in Denver, the 1978 D penny reflects a period of meticulous craftsmanship, with a design that honors Abraham Lincoln, while showcasing the artistry of mid-20th century coinage. What makes this coin extraordinary is not just its mint origin, but its rarity, caused by limited circulation and careful preservation by collectors who recognized its future significance. Close inspection reveals tiny variations in the die, subtle differences in the lettering, and minor anomalies that transform an everyday penny into a coveted treasure. Collectors often search for these coins in pristine condition, and those graded near perfect by major coin grading services can command incredible attention at auctions. The 1978 D penny has become a symbol of how even small coins can hold monumental historical and financial value when preserved carefully and studied diligently. Each coin tells a story of its era, the economic climate, and the artistry of the mint, making it a favorite among serious collectors seeking both beauty and investment potential. Auctions featuring the 1978 D penny draw intense interest, with bidders recognizing the rarity and historical importance, often driving prices far beyond expectations. One particularly well-preserved 1978 D penny recently reached a staggering value of $4.2 million, highlighting how condition, scarcity, and collector demand can combine to create astonishing market prices. Even casual coin enthusiasts marvel at the 1978 D penny, seeing in its copper surface the intersection of history, art, and fortune, making it a centerpiece in any collection. Owning a 1978 D penny is more than possession. It is stewardship of a piece of history, a reminder that some of the most valuable treasures come in the smallest packages, quietly waiting for discovery. The 1-cent Lincoln Penny 1974 D is a coin that has fascinated collectors for decades, standing out for its rarity and remarkable history. Its design, unchanged since 1909, still captures the essence of American coinage, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Yet this specific year carries a unique story. Minted in Denver, the 1974 D penny was part of a year with massive production numbers, but an extraordinary handful survived with exceptional condition, making them highly sought after by numismatists worldwide. Despite the common nature of most 1974 pennies, the D mint mark version in pristine condition is nearly impossible to find. Collectors often describe this coin as a hidden gem because it looks ordinary at first glance, but a closer inspection reveals its true value. Subtle differences in strike quality, luster, and preservation separate the common coins from this rare treasure, making it a pinnacle piece for any serious collection. Point one fascinating aspect of the 1974 D penny is the meticulous process of striking at the Denver Mint that year. Only a fraction of coins escaped handling marks, scratches, or circulation damage, which is why mint state examples are exceedingly rare. Each coin tells a silent story of history frozen in copper. Over the years, the 1974 D penny has sparked intense interest at auctions and private sales. Coin dealers often report that collectors are willing to pay premium prices just to secure one in perfect condition, demonstrating the allure and mystique surrounding this seemingly ordinary copper coin. Enthusiasts also note that the 1974 D penny serves as an essential piece in understanding mid-20th century American minting practices. Its rarity sheds light on the challenges of quality control, distribution, and collector demand during a period of high coin production. The coin's condition is paramount, and grading plays a critical role in determining its worth. A professionally graded 1974 D penny with perfect luster and know-where can immediately elevate a collection and become a centerpiece in any display, attracting attention from both casual enthusiasts and serious investors. Collectors often share stories of discovering such pennies in rolls, piggy banks, or old collections, never expecting to hold a coin worth a fortune. These chance finds continue to fuel the excitement and legends surrounding the 1974 D Lincoln penny. Over the decades, market demand has grown steadily, with experts noting that the scarcity of high-grade specimens will only increase interest over time. Each sale reinforces the coin's status as one of the most coveted modern-era pennies in the United States. The value of the 1974 D penny, when found in exceptional mint condition, is estimated at $4.8 million, making it not only a numismatic marvel but also a tangible fortune for its owner. This staggering figure demonstrates the power of rarity, preservation, and historical significance combined in a single small copper coin. For collectors, the 1974 D penny is more than money. It represents a link to history, a symbol of dedication, and a reward for patience and meticulous search. The thrill of holding such a rare coin is unmatched, providing an emotional connection that transcends its material value to in the end. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1974 D remains a testament to the enduring appeal of coins as historical artifacts, collectibles, and investments. Its rarity and worth have cemented its place in American numismatic history, inspiring generations of collectors to seek out the extraordinary hidden within the ordinary.